Alright guys, well, yes, I just got out of seeing Boyhood, and I'm actually right behind the cinema. There's like a wooded area, and like I just had to go. I wanted to film my review right outside the theater, but I needed to reflect on the film, because this is probably one of the most unique experiences I've ever had. While it is an epic film, it's 2 hours and 45 minutes in length. For those of you guys who don't know, it's directed by Richard Linklater and stars Ethan Hawke, Patricia Arquette, and a bunch of others like cast, and a lot of unknowns. And it's basically about growing up. A kid, he's like, I'd say 8 years old. I think he was 8 years old when they started filming, and they got together and filmed little 10-minute, 15-minute episodes in this kid's life for about 12 years. So it's literally the same actor when he was, 8 years old. By the end of the movie, he's 18. I mean, it is crazy how good it is, like how awesome the whole idea was and how it came together. You see Ethan Hawke look like, he's maybe in his late 20s. By the end of the movie, he's, the age that he is now, and everybody aged with, the time. And, some people might point at this movie and just think the fact that that gimmick that he uses to film the movie, like they just think of it as a gimmick, and that's why the critics are praising it. No, well, actually, you go into this movie, yeah, that's how it's filmed, but you're literally experiencing this life through this kid's eyes. You're reliving experiences you lived when you were growing up. I know I related to a lot of stuff in this film, and I really felt like, it's kind of leaves me speechless because it was an experience. It wasn't necessarily, and I can hardly rate it as like the best film of the year because, it's one of the best movies I've ever seen. By far my favorite film of the year so far, and I saw Guardians of the Galaxy, and that was my favorite film, for a couple hours until I saw this. But, this is different. This is an important film, and it really touched me in like a really, really interesting way because I didn't expect to be affected that much. At times I felt like I was reliving parts of my life. The music, they used music that was popular, pop culture references, because it was filmed at that time. And it was just amazing. I had so many, and that's why I'm kind of just sitting out here now, like in this area. Well, first I wanted to get the, me lying in the grass like the movie poster, but it makes you reflect about life and like where you've been and where you're going, and it's just a statement on life. And the thing is, it's an epic film, 2 hours and 45 minutes, but it's very intimate. If you go into this film, I can see how some people may be disappointed with the film because it's different. It's the most unique film I've ever seen. But man, it is quite frankly, it is easy a 10 out of 10 film, but it's one of those films that's hard to rate because it's, I don't know. But what drives this film, which the only people I've ever heard complain about this film is that they say it lacks some narrative. Well, the thing is, it isn't about narrative. It's actually, it's about life. And, you're growing up with this kid and you're experiencing what he's experiencing. And that's the point of the movie. It doesn't need to have a narrative. If you want to make up a narrative, well, it's not really making it up, but think of it this way. It's a movie about a kid trying to discover himself. That's the narrative. So, but anyways, guys, I highly, highly recommend this film. I'm happy that they announced it. It's going to be on Criterion when it comes out, and I highly recommend it. By far one of the best films of the year, if not one of the best films I've ever seen. Well, it's just certain aspects of it just leave me speechless. So I'll go ahead and let you guys go. Make sure you go check it out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.